By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether dropshipping is still worth your time in 2026. And if it is, how to actually make it work. I'm going to give you three things. The first two will save you from common mistakes. The third one, that's the thing most YouTube videos won't tell you. So sit back. Let's get into it. Here's the reality nobody talks about. Dropshipping still generates billions in revenue every single year. The global dropshipping market is projected to hit $350 billion by 2027. That's not a dying industry. That's a growing one. But here's what changed. In 2019, you could throw up a generic store, drop some AliExpress products on it, and watch the sales roll in. That version of dropshipping died during the pandemic boom. Too many people flooded the market. Facebook ad costs tripled. Customer expectations jumped. And the suppliers everyone was using, they got slower, and their products started looking exactly like everyone else's. So, what actually works now? Point one, you don't chase products. You solve a specific problem for a specific person. Listen, I talked to a guy named Marcus last year. He spent 6 months dropshipping portable chargers, generic stuff. He barely covered his ad spend. Then he pivoted. He started selling rugged solar charging packs specifically for overlanders, people who live in their Jeeps and Sprinter vans. Same effort, same ad budget. Within 3 months, his conversion rate doubled. Why? Because overlanders don't just want a charger. They want someone who understands their lifestyle. When your ads speak to that specific world, desert camping, off-grid weekends, people trust you faster. They stop comparing you to Amazon. The data backs this up. A 2025 survey by Spocket found that niche-focused dropshipping stores reported 47% higher customer retention than generalist stores. 47%. That's not a small edge. That's the difference between a store that barely breaks even and one that scales. So step one is simple. Pick a community. Understand their problems. Sell the solution. Now, point two, you have to stop thinking like a middleman. You have to think like a brand. Here's the thing nobody tells you. The suppliers on AliExpress and 19 Deals are the same suppliers feeding thousands of other dropshippers. If you're selling the exact same fidget toys or lead phone cases as everyone else, you're not running a business. You're running a race to the bottom on price, and you will lose that race every time. But what if you change the game? What if you built packaging that looked like it came from a real company? What if you included a handwritten thank you card? What if your Instagram feed looked like a lifestyle, not a product catalog? A study by Baymard Institute in 2024 found that 18% of cart abandonment happens because the store looked untrustworthy. 18%. Just by looking more legitimate, you can capture sales you were already losing. I heard about a couple. We'll call them Jake and Priya, who dropshipped Chomu supplies. They spent $200 on custom packaging with their logo. They added a small packet of treats and a care guide. Their return rate dropped by a third. Their reviews went up, and their average order value increased by 22% because customers started buying more add-ons. $200. That was their entire brand investment. Think about that. You don't need a warehouse. You don't need a factory. You just need to look like you give a damn. If you're finding this helpful, hit subscribe. I drop videos like this every week, and the next point is the one I've been saving. Okay, here it is. Point three, the thing that nobody talks about. You don't fail at dropshipping because of the business model. You fail because of your mindset. Most people approach this like a slot machine. They want to find the magic product, run one viral ad, and retire. That's not entrepreneurship. That's gambling with extra steps. The people who actually succeed in dropshipping in 2026 treat it like a long-term business. They test products methodically. They build email lists. They retarget customers who didn't buy. They study their analytics like their life depends on it. Here is the number that proves this. According to a 2025 report from Oberlo, the average successful dropshipper spends 3 to 6 months testing products before finding a consistent winner. 3 to 6 months. Most people quit after 3 weeks and post about how dropshipping is dead. It's not dead. It's just not a get-rich-quick scheme anymore. And honestly, that's better. Because the people who stick around are building something real. Let me give you one more story. There's a creator on TikTok named Aisha. She has over 800,000 followers, who started a dropshipping store in early 2024. Her first 6 months were brutal. She made maybe $400 in total sales. She almost quit 3 times, but she kept refining her audience. She kept testing new products. She started using TikTok Shop instead of just Facebook ads. By the end of 2024, she was doing $30,000 a month in revenue. Not profit, revenue. Her margins were thin, but they were real. The difference between her and the people who failed, she didn't stop after month 1. She didn't stop after month 3. She showed up every single week and kept learning. So let me bring this home for you. Dropshipping in 2026 is absolutely still worth it, but not if you're chasing trends, not if you're looking for shortcuts, not if you quit after 8 weeks. It works if you pick a specific community. It works if you build a real brand, and it works if you stay long enough to figure it out. The market is bigger than ever. The competition is fiercer, but the people who treat this like a craft, not a lottery ticket, are winning. If you got value from this, share it with someone who's still on the fence about dropshipping, and subscribe. I've got something even better coming next week. You won't want to miss it.